Greetings everybody and welcome back to Wager Talk TV. I'm Pavlos Laguretos here with another free play in the Club World Cup. This is one of the Twilight Zone matches between Ulsan HD versus the Mamelodi Sundowns. It's a South Korean team versus a South African team. This match goes on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Before that, we're running a nice promo for the Club World Cup. You can get the entire competition for just $129. Regular price is $199. We have a couple of 4% best bets loaded, one for Monday, one for Tuesday. We have a big lean. It's going to be definitely a 4 or 5% on Thursday. 14 and 5 run, shorter run in 4% releases. 44 and 25 long-term run in 4% releases. Doing good stuff with this 4% best bets. Head over to my page at wt.buzz/pl. Of course, you can opt in for a 30-day pass or a 7-day pass. Or even a 90-day pass, which offers you the best value. Comes down to, I think, under $4 per day for the entire summer. I can guarantee you that there's going to be at least 2 or 3 plays every single day of the summer. Because when these two competitions are over, we got the MLS, Copa Libertadores, Copa Sudamericana, we got the Champions League qualifiers. The big leagues in Europe are starting. The EPL, the La Liga, the Bundesliga are starting in mid-August. So if you get a 90-day pass now, you might even get the start of the Champions League. So onwards to our free play. Ulsan HD versus the Mamelodi Sundowns. Ulsan HD, they're not having a good season so far. Despite winning the Korean League in each of the last 3 seasons, they're currently sitting third, 9 points behind their league leaders, who also have a match in hand. And their away record has been mediocre at best. They have 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. They scored 10 and conceded 10 goals, so 0 goal difference. So winning less than half of your away matches in the Korean League spells trouble when you now have to face the likes of Dortmund, Fluminense and Mamelodi Sundowns, a team from South Africa that I guarantee you a lot of people will overlook. Now Ulsan, not too fond of open matches. They're 13 and 6 to the under 2.5 goals in their league with an average of 2.2 goals per match. 8 and 2 to the under 2.5 goals on the road, average of 2 goals per match. They did really poorly in the league phase of this year's Asian Champions League. They lost 6 of 7 matches, 1 win, 6 losses, scored just 4 goals and conceded 16, and of course they were eliminated. Now the Mamelodi Sundowns, they're cruising in the South African League. They recently won their 8th consecutive title and 10th in the last 12 seasons. They're doing tremendous stuff domestically. They're just the best team in the last decade by far. They also reached the African Champions League final. They did lose to Egyptian side Pyramids in a 2-legged tie, but despite the loss, Mamelodi Sundowns, they're always hard competitors in the African Champions League. They made the quarterfinals of this competition in 9 of the last 10 years. They made the semifinals in 5 of the last 10 years. And they made the final twice and also won it exactly a decade ago. But still, they're consistently doing deep runs in the Continental Champions League. So very successful team, good units, very unpredictable style of play, and very direct, I should say, with proven players that can score goals. They're not afraid of shooting, thunder bastards from outside the box, shots from miles away. They're not shy of doing that. And I'm really excited to see this team in the Club World Cup. I think they can do stuff. So, okay, that's all good, but how do we bet this match? So logic says, because I do use logic a lot in my thought process. So logic says that neither team will be okay with a draw because they also have Dortmund and Fluminense as the other 2 teams in the group. So, if the match is, let's say, 0-0 or 1-1 or 2-2 or whatever, if it's a draw in the late stages of the match, I don't think they're going to sit back and say, okay, we're fine with the draw. It's a good result because, they're going to have to play against Dortmund and Fluminense in their next 2 matches. So I think they're going to go all in search of a winning goal. So a draw is what we call a qualification killer in this occasion. So with that in mind, the over 2.25 goals makes sense. But I still think that Mamelodi Sundowns are the better team. And they're plus 144 to win this match outright. So I think there's a lot of value there. So Mamelodi Sundowns plus 144 is definitely something to consider. But if you want to take some protection, you might as well take Mamelodi Sundowns minus a quarter of a goal, which is at plus 109. That way we only lose half our stake if this ends in a draw. So if you want even further protection, you can take Mamelodi Sundowns pick'em or draw no bet. It's the exact same bet, which is at minus 114. I think that is the safest way to bet on this match. Again, they have a lot of players who played in the South African national team. I've been watching them, in the Copa Africa. By the way, we have a Copa Africa at the end of 2025, which is one of my favorite competitions to bet on. So we've seen those teams, those players in the South African national team and also in Namibia. So good players. They're looking to prove themselves on the global stage. So Mamelodi Sundowns, draw no bet or pick'em minus 140 is the safest way to bet on this match. So if you like these breakdowns, make sure to subscribe to our channel, drop a comment below, like this video, and let me know how you're betting this match. Again, all my free plays and the written versions and video versions of my free plays are loaded at wt.buzz/pl, where you'll find updated streaks and all my my best bets. Good luck and God bless.